Good morning. You might hear the planes coming in. It's about 20 to 8 in the morning. We just finished breakfast at Wabakimi Outfitters. We've packed up all our gear. It's down by the dock, and the float planes are taking off and landing and getting ready to come get us. So we're pretty excited. We've been planning this trip for a long time, and it's about to start.
There's no wind at all, so you can almost take off any way you want. It's actually easier,
Alright, good morning. I have no idea what time it is, so I can't do a time check-in. Somewhere around 9 o'clock. But we've landed pretty close to what is called Stonehenge Island. And we were just going to get our stuff repacked in the boat a little bit better so that there's some room for my feet in the middle and we're not as tippy. And then we're going to head out to start the trip.
Good morning, everyone. It is 20 after 9. We have made it to our first portage or portage. We're just setting everything up. So we've rented a 18.5 foot Kevlar 3-seater. It's a bit awkward. We've never had 3 guys in a boat before, but we're slowly figuring it out here. So we've put all the painter ropes on. We've put all the safety gear and spare paddles strapped in. And we are about to take off on our first portage. They're unmarked portages for the most part up here, but what they've told us to look for are fire pits if there's campsites, or rock cairns, and blazes on trees. So this one here, there's no blaze on this end, but there is this pretty big cairn. How was the flight in, boys?
It was awesome. Pretty exciting. Never been in a float plane before, so.
Thoughts, Ryan?
I had fun. I'll do it again. 10
Yeah.
out of 10.
Yeah, it was cool. Felt like we weren't even moving, but the view was awesome.
Yeah, so we got to fly over basically from Matisse Lake, basically right over Smoothrock, which we're going to be on a couple times on this trip, so it was nice to see it from the air. About a 35-40 minute flight.
got over here is our first delicious blueberry patch. I already snagged and ate about a pint of these, but can't help myself, they're too good. Not when I pull the stem off though, so not the best, but pretty good.
This boat's a bit longer, eh? Not quite used to the length yet. Portage trails are fairly narrow, but they're very clearly marked. So we haven't had a problem there. Just a bit narrow. No blowdown yet. Like our May trip had much harder portages due to blowdown. This section's a bit of a step, but nothing we can't handle. There's Rich up there stopping to pick blueberries. You can see there's blueberries all along the sides of the portages. He's been stopping and eating a couple. It's 10 to 11. We are done the second portage of the day. It takes us a little while to portage because we gotta unload and load the 3-man boat. Plus we've got quite a bit of gear, so we're double carrying everything. But this is so far the typical put-in we're dealing with here in Wabakimi. It's just like a whale's back Canadian shield on everything. So we're just trying to be careful not to ding up the boat too much. It's a rental. And we're just making our way right now from Lower Wabakimi through a series of sections that look just like this. Absolutely gorgeous. And we're headed over here. It's basically just a series of small rapids with portages around them on our way to Smoothrock.
Oh. Perfect.
This is sharp, eh? Lining this run. So at some point we need to find a spot where we can just step out, undo the rope and walk the boat down.
Pretty cool,
yeah. Widowmakers.
Oh yeah.
I was like in this little spot. Little fire pit. That's the high water line is crazy though. Are we sure? Yeah. Are we gonna be able to get back in? Like, can we get it through there or go around? I think we should go. So get it up there and then maybe hold it and I'll come to you. You got it?
I got here. You wanna go? Can you get closer? Okay. Now, keep it here if you can. I don't know if I can take one more step. No, if I take one more step, I'm in. Okay. Got a boat? There, go. I'll hold it here. Alright, go. Slowly, slowly. Gotta go. Go.
Yeah.
Certainly wouldn't have been easier. Smaller.
I know where it gets the other
Yeah,
side.
put in would have been just as bad.
So it would have been like the other options wouldn't have been.
Just came down a set of swifts, and we have seen our first black bear of the trip. Just muxing around on the shore. Still a little guy.
It's probably where the good fit.
Quarter after 1. We have finished our last portage of the day around a pretty nice little falls. After this, we're through the channel into Smoothrock. For whatever reason, we have a wind into our face right now, which is against the prevailing wind. So wait and see what that's like, but just want to take a quick video of what I'm looking at. It's absolutely gorgeous.
So we just finished eating lunch. We're sitting up on the campsite. It's the first campsite on an island after you finish what we're calling the Wabakimi River. I don't know if it's named, but after you come out of Wabakimi Lake, there's a river. It's got some rapids, portages. So we just finished up lunch. I honestly have no idea what time it is. I think it's probably around 1:30, and we're looking behind me is Smoothrock Lake. So we're just going to pack up our lunch stuff and head back to the boat, fill up some water bottles, and then we're going to take off to do our food drop.
We're just on our way right now to do the day 7 and 8 food drop in the Ursack. It's probably going to take us, say, 30-35 minutes, maybe 40 to go there one way, and then we have to do about the same all the way back.
Alright, so this is the map here. You can see the two islands with W's on it. right in between those islands. We are about to do a food drop on a tiny little island that's not likely to be used. So we're actually gonna do two things here. We're gonna do a drop of food for our last 2 days, and we're also gonna put ourselves 3 ciders in the water. Hopefully keep them a little bit chill and cool for us. It's a nice treat when we finally get over here to pick up the bags. So I don't know, Ryan's got the sack. We're gonna tie that up in a tree. Probably don't even have to tie it that high actually, just keep it sort of hidden from people trying to inspect to see what it might be. And it's supposed to be pretty good at keeping animals out, so hopefully there'll be no animals checking out this island.
So we are back to the entrance to Islet Bay, and it's got a decent amount of chop. The wind appears to be coming right down through the bay into our face, and it really narrows here around this island. So not quite sure what we're about to do yet.
20 after 6. We're on a little spit of land and halfway up, or probably a third of the way up Islet Bay.
We're hardly on this bit of land.
We're in the water. Just needed to stretch our backs. We just did a big crossing. So we entered Islet Bay and we hugged the eastern shore. There's a large peninsula, which is that peninsula behind Rich. It's much larger on the other side. So now we have about the same distance to go. There's a big island right in the middle of the bay, and there should be a good campsite there listed on the map, and apparently good fishing. So we're almost to our campsite, probably another 40 minutes. So it'll be about 7 p.m. when we roll into our campsite. 10 to 7, we've made it to our campsite. So we are, I don't know if you can really tell here, right here. That island is that island. So we're about a third of the way, maybe a little bit farther up Islet Bay. We're on a whale's back. Nice little fire pit. Somebody left some wood, so we'll cut that up. A little bit dicey on the tree situation. They're a bit of mature trees over here, but if you go to our left, they are quite stunted young trees, so they're not ideal for hammocks. But we'll find a little glen somewhere in here and find some mature ones and stuff them home.
Good evening, everybody. This is the first Wabakimi fireside chat. This is a fireside chat with Ryan McMillan, and you know the theme song. Fireside chat with Ryan McMillan. Got his backpack on, and he's sailing away. The wind at his back for another day. Anyways, we've had a really good day today. It was amazing to take a float plane in the morning. I think I already mentioned it earlier, but first time I took a float plane in my whole life, and it was a super cool experience. Then we got here, started paddling right away. It was strange to not have the markers that we're used to at Algonquin to tell us where the portages are and to let us know where campsites are, things of that nature.
Or even how long the portages are distance-wise.
Yeah, which I actually love because it makes me mentally psyched out when I start walking down a portage so I know it's a long one.
Yeah.
So being here and having no idea.
It's like, oh, how long is this one? It's longer than the one before.
Yeah, it's just, this one's about a pinky on the map. But, yeah, and we got to experience a little bit of everything today because we were in some really big lakes, we were in some rivers, we did a little bit of rapids, some lining down rapids, we saw some waterfalls, and then we were head on into the wind at our back. Right now, you can't see it because it's right behind you, but It's a beautiful sunset. The only bad thing is right now the mosquitoes are out, but even they're not overly terrible. So I'm pretty excited about the next 7 days that we have in the park.
Night, Rich.
Good night, buddy.
It's 9:45 p.m. We finished our steaks. Just got the fire going here. Bugs are starting to come out, but it's crazy. There's still enough light to see without headlamps. Almost 10 o'clock at night. It's still quite warm. Just an amazing place. Again, peninsula. I don't know why I zoomed in here. Ooh, go back the other way.
Yeah, that's deep, man.
I know.
You're going under.
Pan over here. Watch Ryan get some stuff out of his teeth.
Alright, Rich, you're in the way. Get out of the way.
You on?
Back mail in.
What's up?
Excited, buddy? Always with the curse words. Guy swears like never.
Yeah,
You get him on film?
so
I swear every time.
Out of character every time.
Becomes like prison mic.